Hello, this is the Blimey Cow YouTuber, and welcome back to another video. Today, we'll be watching Messy Mondays, You Might Be a Homeschooler If, and I will be reacting to it, and then reading some of the comments underneath. So without any further ado, let's just get right into this.
Blimey Cow presents, You Might Be a Homeschooler If. Trace! You might be a homeschooler if you get weird looks while you're walking with your mom through Walmart at 1 in the afternoon. You might be...
Oh yeah, no, that was definitely a thing. Just going anywhere. It was always fun. Going shopping, like during school days, and just everybody be like, "What's why are you not in school?" I'd be like, "I'm homeschooled," and they'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Be a homeschooler if you ask your mom what something is and she asks you to write a report about it.
You might be
I don't know if I've ever had that one.
a homeschooler if you're already taking college credits in high school.
I did that, yeah, I did that. There's not much else to it. That is a thing that, like, other high schoolers can do, technically, but you don't see a lot of them do it.
You might be a homeschooler if you've ever made a movie with your siblings. You might
I've made a movie with myself. I guess I've done a few movies, like short films, with my siblings.
be a homeschooler if seeing your mom without a baby bump is unusual.
No, my parents stopped having kids when I was 7 or 8. And they only had 2 after me. But we still had a total of 5 kids. So it wasn't bad, I guess.
Just Dance counts for gym class.
Not Just Dance, but various things like that would count for gym class.
Ticket to Ride taught you geography. If you
Ticket to Ride. Wait, isn't like Ticket to Ride, like, doesn't it have like a really inaccurate map? Okay, so I looked it up, and I guess the map wasn't as bad as I thought. I just remembered seeing in some geography maps video someone saying that it was the worst they'd ever seen, and it was like the one they showed. I guess there's different editions of the game. I've never played the game, but I guess one of the editions of the game, the map was like really inaccurate or something. Anyways, like I said, I've never played the game, so I don't have that one.
If you ever wanted to be on Zoom, you might be a homeschooler.
On Zoom? Okay, for some reason all I'm thinking of is the meeting video call service. He said Zoom, right?
I taught you geography. If you ever wanted to be on Zoom, you might be a homeschooler.
You might
Zoom? Is that like I'm guessing it's like a early 2000s kids show or something like that? I have no idea.
be a homeschooler if your family's birthdays are considered school holidays.
You might
Yeah. Well, at least they used to be. Like earlier on.
be a homeschooler if you love the first 2 Anne of Green Gables movies, but seriously, what was that third one? You might
I've never seen them.
be a homeschooler if you don't understand what the big deal is about Xbox and PlayStation because Nintendo is where it's at.
You
Based.
might be a homeschooler if you only go to the doctor if it's a life or death situation.
You
Pretty much. I don't think I've ever been to the doctor for anything.
Might be a homeschooler if your family goes to Disney World in February.
If your first crush was Albert Ingalls.
If you ever drink Bragg's apple cider vinegar.
If your bed doubles as your desk, you might be a homeschooler.
Yeah, I used to use my desk as my bed, or the other way around.
You might be a homeschooler if you ever get tired of explaining what a co-op is.
You might be
Yeah, never really got the hang of how to explain to someone what a co-op is.
a homeschooler if you're still mad about Connie and Mitch.
You might be a homeschooler if you developed deep and meaningful relationships with the Pensacola students on your video courses.
You might
You talking about like online video call courses, or are you talking about like the pre-recorded courses like taken from classrooms that you'd watch and you just like kind of created a one-sided relationship with them? I feel like, I don't know, because I never had like video call courses, but I had a couple of like pre-recorded courses, and it's like whenever the teacher calls some kid up, it'd be like, oh, I remember him from last time, you know?
You might be a homeschooler if the only public institution you use is the library.
I'm trying to figure out what you mean by public institution, but sure.
Might be a homeschooler if you ate organic before it was cool.
If you ever
Is organic cool? Was organic ever cool? I mean, we ate organic mostly. And not because it was cool. Whatever.
ever played Reader Rabbit,
If your favorite
Ever played what? Reader Rabbit? Or Read a Rabbit? Is it Read a Rabbit or Reader Rabbit? It's like Peter Rabbit, but with a R?
superhero is Bible Man.
if
Larry Boy.
you ever kiss dating goodbye, you might be a homeschooler.
Yeah, I've never kissed anything, actually. I never kissed dating goodbye. I just, never, never dated. Great. Let's move on.
You might be a homeschooler if you've ever had this conversation.
Hey, where do you go to school?
Oh, I'm homeschooled.
Is that why you're standing in this dark room talking to nobody all by yourself?
Yeah, I've never had that conversation.
You might be a homeschooler if you've been watching Blimey Cow for exactly a year.
You might be a
No. I've been watching Blimey Cow a lot longer than that. And if you mean at the time of that recording, then I hadn't started watching yet. So, fail on that one as well.
homeschooler if doing the dishes is considered home economics.
You might be a
I don't know if doing the dishes ever was. But we'd get home ec credits for like, I don't know. I don't want to say like cleaning our rooms, but like different chores and stuff.
be a homeschooler if you're still getting used to Mr. Whitaker's new voice.
You might
I'm not very in on the homeschool community sort of thing. What's a Mr. Whitaker?
Might be a homeschooler if you've ever seen your principal and your teacher kissing.
If you know
That's great. Yep. I've also seen my teacher and my principal arguing, and I've seen my. Well, I don't want to get too much into my family business. Oh dear.
know who Jump 5 is.
If you wish you could ride in the TARDIS.
If you've actually
Okay. The Doctor Who stuff. Like, I don't know if they're just, because I remember one like message or something where they seemed like to not know what Doctor Who was. And I don't know if they like realized that it's like a, I don't know. I'm as uncultured as they come, so I don't think I should be. I'm not one to talk, to be honest. But I don't know. Are they like playing into that because they found out that it's like a popular with homeschoolers or something? I don't know.
finished watching 3 of these videos, you're definitely homeschooled.
Alright, so I didn't keep track of my score. But at the end of the day, I don't need to, because the last one, he said that if you got through watching 3 of these, then you're definitely homeschooled. And let me tell you, I've gotten through a lot more than 3 of these, so I'm ultra homeschooled or something. Anyways, though, let's go see if anybody in the comment section has any more to add to it. Okay, so I've gone ahead and picked out just a few comments here, so let's go ahead and read those real quick. Alright, at Baldy of the Batpack says, you might be homeschooled if you've ever had to explain to strangers that, yes, you really do have friends, even though you don't go to a school. Yeah, like, I don't know, you have, like, friends at church or whatever, and, like, or at your co-op, or in your neighborhood. I feel like that's not even weird. At EGJH3ML says, you also might be a homeschooler if your friends are a wide range of ages. Yeah, I don't think I had friends my age until I was like 11. At Michael Grand Gaming says, if you ask your mom what something is and she tells you to write a report about it, it was the response to every question. I don't know if I said before that I didn't ever had to write a report on when I asked what something was, but I did usually have to write an essay if I wanted something. I remember one time writing a 5-paragraph persuasive essay on why I should be able to eat blueberry pie for breakfast. And then at Juliana Pimentel 259 says, a family friend who was homeschooled once told us how she had a friend who went to public school who introduced her as my homeschooled friend, but don't worry, she's cool. So when the homeschooled friend introduced the public schooled friends to friends, she began by saying, this is my public schooled friend, but don't worry, she's smart. Oddly enough, the public school friend stopped introducing her like that. That's hilarious, honestly. That is, though, the last comment that I have picked out here today. So with that all being said, I want to thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, you can go and watch the original video and subscribe to Blimey Cow. Links to both of those will be in the description below. But without any further ado, I will see you all later. Bye.